imagine skyscrapers just kissing the clouds. And at the same street, you are looking into food vendors everywhere. You are getting amazing food. Wait, before you could imagine a story of sweet secret like a James Bond, I'm here to tell a tale story of a guy named Vijay Rama. So let me join in a ride. I've named this ride as Vibrant Joys, Vijay Venture. So along this ride, you can experience some of the tales that he's experienced, ups and downs. Hope you enjoy it. Dear fellow adventurers of human experiences. So when I say you're going to hear about this tale, right? Before that, let me tell you something. When this man stepped into this city, Dubai, there was a question mingling around everywhere by everyone. Where is he from again? Yes, he is more of an enigma of a question everywhere he goes. Or shall I say he's the Hugo of a question for everyone to ask, where is he from again? What? He looks dark, he doesn't speak Hindi, he knows none of the Bollywood songs that they sang, and he can't crack a joke upon anything that's got to do with India. Wow, amazing, isn't it? And then the guy has to go up and tell, you know what? Drum roll. He comes from a country with a tagline of Truly Asia. Anyone for a guess? Malaysia, yes, Malaysia, truly Asia. Thank you very much. Speaking of Malaysia, there can be three things that you can't miss: diversity, food, and again, biodiversity. Let me bring you this. Diversity in terms of this guy, Vijay Rama, he actually grew up in a very diverse, multicultural pot. If you've been to Kuala Lumpur, you would definitely know this. That has actually blessed him living in such a rich cultural environment to able to speak 3 flawless languages and 1 broken language. His first language is actually Malay, which is very close to Tagalog. English is second language, and he speaks Tamil at home because a lot of Malaysians in the Indians in Malaysia are rooted from Tamil. And he also speaks a broken Mandarin, Chinese language. That's about the diversity. Let's talk about food. When it comes to food, he also loves food. In fact, he has a black belt in foodiology. Name any Asian food. If you know Uncle Roger, who go and, trash all about the best fried rice cookings and all, wise right matters. Yeah, he is the guy to go to. Talking of food, though the journey was so interesting and so on, he actually ditched meat for 20 years and is on his way of becoming a vegan. All the best to him. Diversity, food, and then biodiversity. Guys, many people never know the fact that, do you know that Malaysia is actually home to 130 million years old rainforest, which is older than Amazon and Congo rainforest? But what's that got to do with this man? As much as he loves to travel, go around the islands, see these lush canopies, Vijay Rama is also a tree hugger. Did you hear that right? Yes! Probably he had actually hugged more trees than the hot meals that all of you have had. He has actually hugged 1,600 trees around the globe, and he snaps a picture of that and actually put it in Instagram with a hashtag treehugger. Go and check it out later. And sometimes people have actually laughed at him. What is he doing? Running upward and hugging a tree and snapping a picture? Well, yeah, the connection of human between nature and energy is amazing if you wanted to explore it. I'll keep it later for you guys. Biodiversity, check. Diversity, check. Food, check. Let's talk about all this. Does it earn a paycheck? No, right? None of this is going to get a pay, right? What's to put on the plate? So what's 9 to 6? I believe that's also a great blessing. Being in the journey of learning and development and being blessed to travel to 25 countries to teach people on various topics was such a blessing for this young man at this young age. That makes him also culturally to be more diverse, connecting with different souls around the globe. Saying that That earns him well. So what about after 6 p.m.? He's been about 11 months in Dubai, so this field could be still new. But back in Malaysia, if you go back, Vijay Rama is very popular in television. You believe it or not? He has been on about 15 interviews, and he is also the voiceover behind very thought-provoking advertisements, biographies, documentaries. But the catch is, none of these are in English. It's in Bahasa Malaysia and Tamil language. The pinnacle of this, I would say, this journey being on the TV charm and all this, earned him a title winner of one of the biggest TV show in Malaysia. Again, it's in Tamil. It's called Pesu Tamila Pesu, which made him the title winner and probably gained around, I think, 7,000 followers in Instagram. Better than the tree hugger. Speaking of which, I believe the 3 biggest experiences in life is definitely being the TV fame and earning the title winner. The entire life take a big journey when he become a youth ambassador, which I'm going to keep it on my next speech when I'm going to see you guys. Let's ride with me. Thank you very much.
For the benefit of the guests here, the Icebreaker speech is the first speech that someone delivers in their pathway. Did it seem to any of you like it was Toastmaster Vijay's first time up on stage, first time delivering a speech? No, absolutely not. It's really a pleasure to be able to evaluate someone who has so much hygge up on stage. It's sort of a mixed bag, right? Because while there's a lot to say about what he did well, you struggle to come up with points for improvement, right? So the objectives of an icebreaker speech are to introduce yourself to the club and to demonstrate that, or to learn about the basic structure of a speech. I think Toastmaster Vijay achieved both of these objectives in a genius way today. His speech was very well structured, and the content of the speech told us a lot about himself. So both boxes ticked beautifully. The structure of the speech, starting with the title, Vibrant Joys. It was good speechcraft begins with the title, right? And this was basically an inkling of what was to come. Vibrant joy. Vibrant would be the word that I would use to describe Toastmaster Vijay when he was up on stage. The amount of energy was infectious, actually. After that, he started with an engaging opening. The body of the speech itself was structured, which I really appreciate. He spoke about, he introduced his connection to his country, which I think is a very strong part of his identity. Right? He spoke about Malaysia, Truly Asia, and those 3 points about Malaysia that he then linked to himself was beautifully done. The diversity of Malaysia, and then talking about how his own experience with speaking multiple languages mirrors that diversity. Malaysia's relationship to food and his black belt in foodology. Great humor, by the way, throughout the speech. And finally, the biodiversity, right? That very interesting aspect of himself, advertising himself as a tree hugger, right? Again, excellently done. So we learned a lot about himself, and he demonstrated that he knew what a speech structure was supposed to be like. Now, let me bring you out of your hygge zone a little bit more by telling you 1 point for improvement. Normally in Toastmasters, there's a culture that for an icebreaker, you refrain from giving negative feedback in the first, because it's the first speech. But for a speaker of his caliber, I think it would be a disservice to not say something for improvement. And the point of improvement I have is, it's a byproduct of one of his strongest things, which is vibrancy, right? I feel like he was not occupying this space. He was almost in the audience. I feel like he was up here, right, while he was delivering the speech. This is not a bad thing for most cases, but I think maybe the people in the front were a little bit, right? So just be mindful of that. Excellently done, great energy, great language, great structure throughout. Just be mindful of the space that you're occupying. Can't wait to hear more from you, Toastmaster Vijay. Over to you, TM.